Hello, Conquerors! I'm your host and humble guide maker, the Purple Bull Moose. Welcome back to the channel where we cover all things Old World. I'll be doing my best to give you all the tools necessary to take on the best 4X strategy game of the last decade at its highest difficulty. Please help us support the channel so we can spread the good word about this criminally underrated game. You have all boosted me over 1,000 subscribers, but we are not stopping here. If you can keep supporting the channel, I will do my best to recruit as many new players to the game to ensure Old World's continued success, so we can all selfishly pressure Mohawk and Hooded Horse to keep up their caretaking of the game and one day produce a sequel. But without further delay, let's get into it.
Oh God, where we last left off. At a world at war. The only people that we're not at war with is Haiti, but they would love to be at war with us if they could only get through the Assyrian mob. I'm very curious about how this would play out. I wish I could have like more vision without giving any resources to it, but alas, that is not in the cards. But currently, Hatti and Assyria are pummeling each other. So good. That's about the only good thing that we have going for us because everybody else is pummeling us. Now, I know. Bull Moose, can you really complain? You did invite all of this chaos onto your borders. I know. But yes, I can absolutely complain. And what is quite possibly a record-setting game for me, I have killed so many units. Just this last turn, I killed another 11. And yet both Persia and Greece are still somehow similar to me in strength, despite near constant desolation. Alternatively, we've finally broken Egypt. They're finally weaker. Not much weaker, but weaker. So we will go ahead and take that. Now, taking a little bit closer of a look at the situation, this is something that should have occurred to me earlier. Taking a look at this, hey, Hatti is a furious target of Egypt. Look at all this. They are attacked our units 1 turn ago, attacked our cities, declared war on us, stole research. Okay, good. Granted, I don't know how they're reaching each other. The only path that I can kind of imagine is maybe here. Maybe there is some naval warfare that's going on, but outside of that, I'm not sure how Hatti is even reaching Egypt. But if they are, that's great news for us. It would explain as to why they've been slightly distracted in their overall assault. But the best news for us is really this open field. We have been able to take advantage of it, and for the first time in, maybe 3 episodes, we have finally been able to make somewhat of an advancement in this war. We've culled the forces in Egypt back down to weaker, extended out through these open plains with our cavalry, and look how haggard they are after that fight. We got 6 horses out here, 1 Shotelai, 2 bows to back them up, but that's not really much of a force, not comparatively to how many units that we kill turn over turn. We're still pumping units out of, it looks like the printer's actually fully back on. So we got all 3 of our major military cities pumping out units. That's good to see. We got a conscript coming out of North Fort, thank God. We should be really pumping out more conscripts when our economy can't be keeping up, looking at you, Tren. Thank you for the tip. But the name of the game, it really is just trying to hold our ground. The biggest threats are the Persian forces and their mangonels. These guys are able to just Kobe balls of fire into our back line. So if he can move these up to the front, we're in some serious issues. These guys are even able to reach our embedded units back here. So they'll be applying hit after hit and following up with a Polybolos. Oh, God. Yeah, front lines is in trouble. We need to be able to push out at least with enough forces to take these units down. We managed to kill off 1 mangonel up here in this hill, which was being able to rocket shots on in. But we are still trying to get as quickly as we can to our own mangonels. It's only 1 tech away, so hopefully we see that next turn after architecture finishes up. We're hoping on a lot of things. Next year, we're also hoping that this diplomacy mission from the Greeks will work out well enough to be able to call off the the fight up here in the north, being able to bring back down these 2 cataphracts down to the mix, upgrade this additional onager into a mangonel, and hopefully upgrade these bows as well. We have a solid wood production, but it could be higher. So there's a lot of things we have access to. I think it's time that we start upgrading some of these workers into conscripts. Stop pushing them out towards the front lines. We need to hold fast here against Persia, and in the meantime, brutalize Egypt to the greatest extent possible. If we can grab this city as a foothold here in this nation and have them keep coming in and continue on the slaughter, if we're able to take out enough cities that they beg for mercy, I'll allow it. I will certainly allow for mercy here. Ideally, I would like Tarjaru, and Permejed. The reason why is that they're two very solid military production facilities. Not that we have the resources to back that up, but if we can at least deny the enemy these two cities, I think that'll go a long way to keeping them down. And then we can reroute all these forces and push in from all sides on Persia. So that's the game plan. We kicked off all the excitement, but we're not going to stay at permanent war for forever. As you guys see, permanent war on all sides, while a fun challenge, isn't conducive to victory. So it's peace with Greece. It's hold the line here in Persia and make Egypt beg for mercy. If we can accomplish those three tasks, then we focus our full force on Persia until we can at least force them back to this choke point. And if we can accomplish that, which would cut off their naval access to reinforce, then I think we're in a good position to hold a couple of choke points and then focus our attempts back on Egypt to finish the job. So hopefully that works out, but carnage is about to come. This is going to be one of the most brutal reprisals that we've seen all game. We are weak here. They are weaker, but we don't know what forces are out here. Our one saving grace is that this mangonel is not otherwise unlimbered, and it seems that the mangonels are the primary basis of their military. So as long as we only lose hopefully 2 cataphracts here, and especially if the queen survives, we should be in good shape. But if that is not the case, if we lose multiple cataphracts, if we lose the queen, we might need to pack it up. If Egypt is able to deal us a final blow, we might need to start making truce with everybody. Bring it all back in, focus on our econ, focus on our science game, and I guess take a peaceful, cowardly ambition victory out. The one that we've been avoiding for a decade. We could have won this game a long time ago. We could have gotten, let's see, Holy Horse has been legendary for many, many turns. Close to 10 years now, so we could have gotten the university out in here like a decade ago. And who knows what other additional ambition would have come our way. But yikes, it is what it is. Well, no use crying over spilt blood. Instead, let's go ahead and let the AI do its worst on this was probably going to be a brutal reprisal. Oh god, I'm guessing 6 to 7 units in losses. Oh, boy. Well, we'll see. Here we go. Okay, a retreat. Okay, good. More mobile mangonels. That's good for us. That's very good for us. Did they just heal? Did they not unlimber? Interesting. All right, good. Targeting the weakest of our Shoteli units. We'd like to see that. Good. Attacking the conscripts. Exactly what we want to see. Okay. Ow. Mildly plagued. Ooh, ouch. The spear's coming in. Oh, and looks like they have their own cataphracts now too, finally. Persia finally looking like Persia, although it doesn't seem like they have a lot of them. That might be expensive for them to produce. Alright, Greece is still having fun poking at me. That's probably enough to kill. Yep. Okay. Not good. Not good. Alright. Architecture's up. More people are infected with the plague. It is one of our... Oh, wow, you should be a general. Why aren't you a general? Oh, because you only have crappy stats? Okay. And our good general, shame. And the builder is no longer stressed. Good. I don't know why you were stressed to begin with. All right. Oh, gods, no. Oh, God, I wish she survived and I lost 7 units. Okay. News of the death of Bazin the Blessed races through the courts, and with it, whispered rumors as to the cause. It's no secret. There is bad blood between you and Bazin. Now, theories around how you plotted his demise. Was vengeful or is plotting against me, and then he dies. Well, was I plotting against him? I don't remember that. Hint at my involvement. I lose legitimacy, but people become terrified of me. That's not worth it. I'm going to die anyways. Or lose 3 orders. I'll come back to this one. We might need the 3 orders. I mean, either way, this doesn't really matter. I'd rather pass on more legitimacy over to my heir, but I guess we shall see. Marriage offer. A new marriage proposal for your daughter, the princess, has arrived. All right, she's a schemer. And we got a scholar who's infected. And a builder, a prosperous, educated builder. I don't hate that. You hate me, but I'm dead. So this is all about our daughter. We could use the econ. We don't need the science, so I'll take the econ. But we're pissing off somebody. All right. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and piss off the Barya. We need to keep this family happy. They're very happy with me. I'm just not sure how happy they're going to be with my heir. So let's try to keep the warriors in our back pocket. End times. Just as the fading signs of the plague foretell its end, your body tells you that you too shall leave this world. Calling on the princess, you pass on to your heir what you've learned during these calamitous times. All right, a little bit more XP for you. A light touch. It was not an easy task, but the oligarch has found and infiltrated Palisarograde, House of Pleasure favored by the king. All right, the capable. Oh, I forgot how smart you were. With access is closed, there are opportunities to both leverage and assassination. Interesting. Becomes blackmailed by me, or becomes doomed. 75% chance of success. Versus we lose the oligarch. Well, let's take a look at Persia. Persia's son is a builder. That's actually really good. He's a pretty crappy builder. Yeah, let's deny them this great king. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, let's go ahead and give this a rip. 75% chance to take out a good scholar? Sounds great. A knife at your side. The princess has been slowly developing a network of contacts and conspirators with the ultimate goal of removing that thorn in your side. The patriarch. Okay. Late one night, she shares her plans. How do I react? She gets a mission to kill the patriarch. How long is that going to take? 2 years? Okay, so it'll waste your first year there, which I might need to influence people, so I don't love that, but it will increase your courage, so that's not bad. Or we decrease your courage and we increase your wisdom. Again, we don't need the science. And let's start talking about succession. You are corrupt, which means as a leader, you're going to be a serious detriment to our overall economy. Versus we could put the Duke in charge. Yeah, I think we had to put the Duke in charge. I think he's too good, or he's at least better. She would give us a lot more orders. We're at war with everybody. It's what? 1 order per war, so that's 4 orders. Yeah, that's not really worth it. Yeah, so instead, we're going to go ahead and put the Duke in charge. We are going to make you the heir. Oh. Immediately dead. Okay. I become mourning in my final days. All right. Yeah, you know what? Let's try that again. Let's put our brother in charge. Yeah, that looks good. So that's actually better. That's actually a lot better. Yeah, the Duke should be in charge. He's both tough, bold, impulsive's not great, but that's a lot of courage over on his side. Not to mention we have a nice little stockpile and production of civics, so we can actually start stealing units to help us turn the tides. In fact, I would love to steal some of these mangonels. And I think the changes are alive. So now when you convert a unit with a zealot, comes back at full health. We're gonna have to test that. That was in the most recent patch, so we might be able to get that buff online immediately. There are certainly some units that we'd like to get our hands on. So yeah, that actually worked out for the best. Love that. She is our spy master. Courage gives us additional happiness per city. We don't care about that. So we are instead going to boost your intelligence to boost your science. All right, none of these techs say ballistics. So we're going to take the perfume to quickly get over to ballistics as fast as we can. And holy crap, I can't believe I only lost 3 units. And one of them was a conscript. That is phenomenal. And another one was by the Greeks up here in the north. Wow, our defenses are really managing to actually hold on tight. I really appreciate that. But we can't just go ahead and sit idly by. Let's go ahead and retreat our cataphracts. Make sure they're able to heal. Retreat behind the city. This mangonel can only reach this 1 unit, so that's okay. You're pretty tough, so you're going to go ahead and stay up here and heal. Retreat with our cataphracts. Heal up. We're going to take these onagers and swing them now into position to be able to better hold Ramp. Oh, we can still make some hits here, so that's a great spot to park. Take that peel back. Unlimber. We can still get some hits from here, so it's a great place to park. These Polybolos is a threat. So let's go ahead and make sure we're taking that threat out. We can get 7 damage here. 5 damage here. And we need 5 more damage, which our onagers can provide. I'm going to heal this onager up here in the front. And that's actually a great trade. 1 Shotelai for that Polybolos. That's actually huge for us. Let's go ahead and upgrade this Longbowman. Oh, we can't because he's not fully healed. So we're going to heal you up, upgrade you next turn, heal you up. See if we need to do maybe a push next turn. Oh, this is the new heir. Wow. Prince Saizana, the unmovable is what his name should be. He hasn't moved from this spot for like a decade. Just holding it down. What a G. Let's grab a heal here. And we will simply damage where we can. We have a moat, I believe. Yep, we have a moat in Cyram, so this city's not going to fall anytime soon, not unless they bring in some serious mangonel cover. So Cyramp is secured. Front lines is secured. Now let's look at Jeanette. Well, we don't want to lose units, so let's go ahead and retreat our most damaged units. Anybody who can make it back to heal should. But all of these cataphracts are staying out here in the open field. It's their job to hold this down. This mangonel is only healing. Even if it wasn't, it still can't reach us from inside of the city, so that's fine. This city doesn't even have walls, so it should fall fairly easily. But again, we're not going to push out until we have fully healed units. There's no reason to be extra spicy here. I'm going to move in with the Shotelai, and these 3 units should be more than enough to quote-unquote hold. We will bring in these Longbowmen to add additional strength. Now let's worry about the north. Not doing a lot of damage here. But before we forget, let's go ahead and ask for peace. Or at least a truce. National truce with Greece. They are similar, they are learned. I'm saying no hard feelings, let's just call it off. I don't want to pay a war tax here. Let's just call it off. It was a drunken lull, all right? Let it go. But I don't think it's worth losing any units here. So I'm actually going to retreat. Because I don't think they can crack this city in the 2 turns it's going to take to pull off this mission. So I say let them hack at the city. We're going to grab pop shots where we can and start rotating our troops down towards the actual front lines in hopes that this war is going to be over. I think, yeah, this city is going to be able to last much more than just 2 turns. I'm hoping it can last 4 turns without us having to spend too much on repair projects here. The economy's good. Going pretty well. I'm going to spare one turn here to process a repair project. And we're back to printing out cataphracts in here. Looks like we'll still be able to keep the printer on in at least these 2 cities. And I think I'm going to take the time to force march at least this cataphract in to heal. And I'm going to buy 2 orders to grab 2 heals on these Shotelli. Just because we do need to get ready for the next leg of the push. We've grabbed a city, but I want to grab 3 to 4 more. So we'll see. Back to the mere coincidence. Let's go ahead and lose a little legitimacy to go ahead and save on some orders. There's nothing I just did that I would take back. And you're there. Okay, good. A tepid retreat. And normally Egypt goes first. So is Egypt not even making any moves against us? Oh, that's phenomenal. Interesting, interesting. You getting cold feet here, Persia? I thought you were doing so well there, buddy. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Wow, full retreat. That's so surprising. Oh, wow. How much are they going to bring? All right, free perfume. Looks good. The queen has died. Rest in peace, Queenie. You did your best. You really did your best. The Invincible. My lord. How many units did you personally kill? Oh, God. I'll miss you. Duke Gabra has died as well. Wow. That's really too bad. He was also very good. That's a pretty big loss to our military. We didn't lose any units, but we sure lost a lot of support. Yet another potential general is dead. All right. Our in-law is ill. Who cares? Free of symptoms and feeling much better. Okay, at least one general made it. Thank God. Appears to no longer be infected. Great. And the plague is over. Awesome. All right, we got a new family head. Great. He's a zealot as well. That means he's going to be liking me. Very good. We love that. Okay. End of an era. Long live King Saizana the New. Well, you definitely earned it, guy. I mean, you have faced down hordes on the front lines, too. A frontline general, no less. Well done. Well done. All right, Saizana. Cunning doesn't do us any good. Engineering, actually, for like the first time ever, isn't the worst. Persia's pumping out a lot of siege. Actually, Persia and Egypt are pumping out a lot of siege. An extra 25% attack and defense and 10% attack and defense on all units against siege actually is pretty interesting. The alternative is hills, which doesn't suck. There are a lot of hills, especially here. But that's it. There's only one battlefield with hills. And every single battlefield has mangonels and polybolos. So I'm going to go ahead and grab ballistics and go anti-ballistics on my leader. Wow, I don't think I've ever purposefully took an engineer. Like, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and grab that. Patriotic fervor. Your coronation has been met with a wave of patriotic fervor as subjects from across the nation seek to serve the new ruler. How shall we harness this enthusiasm? A worker? Nope. Extra training on me. I like that. Courage is very good. Take me up to a 9. Or 400 culture in a duelist plus 1 citizen. No, I'll take the training. Absolutely take the training. A humble request. No, I'm not giving you anything. Especially not when I can just get XP by telling you to fuck off. Be gone, Hattie. Oh, God, I can't get that right. Honoring the queen, as we should. Only a grand steal. Only a grand steal. Oh, wow. Would we really? No. I would never disappoint the queen like that. So the question is, do we want science and holy horse or civics and Cyramp. Holy Horse is currently producing 17 science. A Grand Stele would produce a 25% boost, so 25% of call it 20 is 5. So a little less than 5. Call it 3.75. That's not a lot. Whereas in Cyramp, that's nearly 100. Yeah, it's much better in Cyramp. Okay, so let's go figure out where we want to put it. We don't want to put it over any of our good stuff. Yeah, there's not really a place to put it that it's not going to be either on the front lines or stomping on something for rural resources. So yeah, you know what? We're going to drop it right here, right in Persia's face. This is probably going to get destroyed in a turn. But if it survives, then the Grand Stele will produce like close to 25 civics per turn. Yeah, 14 civics per turn. Don't hate that. Okay. New sister-in-law, Governor of Holy Horse. Culture, happiness. Nope, we're going to take more civics. Civics turns into new units under a zealot, so we like to see that. So this is interesting. The zealot, the unmovable, long reigning here in this one spot. He's very, very useful to us in that one spot. I don't think I can reasonably move him from here and risk him on the front lines, even for like free mangonels. Although that would be tasty. All right, so let's take care of the easy stuff. Round of heals. We're definitely going to do that. We don't need a conscript more than we need to keep this city, so we're going to do repair projects. We have one more year until the truce event comes back from Greece, so hopefully they are chill. Attack from our back line here. Don't want to lose any of our onagers, so we're going to heal. Move our bowmen back into the front lines, I think. Yeah, we can get 7 damage here. 5 damage here. That's a kill. Grab a heal on our new leader. He's still just kind of like the rock that's protecting all the front lines, so we can't quite move him yet. Grab a kill here. Shoot from the back. Looks good. Do I care enough to run this unit down? Not really. I do care enough to make sure this slinger doesn't escape. If it attracts people in to attack this conscript, that's fine by me. We're going to move this onager into place. Heal. We'll unlimber next turn if anybody even decides to move in. Actually, I take that back. Let's unlimber because you can shoot if you're damaged. And we can heal you next turn if no one comes in. Gonna bring a fresh troop to the front line. Fortify them there. But not before grabbing his promotion, which will be... Let's go ahead and grab Combat 1. Fortify from there. Grab this location. I'm going to fortify you here. Try to hold this line. That's the game plan, remember? I'm going to take this cataphract. Rotate them over this way. Grab a heal. Again, we want to utilize the open terrain that we have access to lead a further conquest. Take this cataphract. Join the front line. We have a spare moment. Are there any other generals we can assign? No one good. What about from the patron family? Take this one back. We will heal. You're a little damaged. Same with you. Come back. Upgrade. Let's go ahead and take Herbalist in case we get another hero eventually, which we should. We have a champion family. I'm surprised we don't have more heroes. Take a heal on there. Nice round of heals. We're just about ready for further conquest. Let's drop this bow a little bit further back. No reason to lose troops. Go ahead and fortify this Shotelai across this river. That should be safe enough. Yep. And keep swimming all these cataphracts down. Now that they're all here, it's really starting to look like the tide is turning in our favor. Yep. Look at this horde of horsemen that we have. Egypt doesn't stand a chance. 6 orders left. Let's go ahead and take a quick second to make sure that we get our families in line. Let's go ahead and influence one of the heads. He's 61 years old, and he's not dead yet, and he's done a good job of, potentially a good job of maybe killing the king of Persia, so we love to see that. We could trade away perfume to somebody, but it's not really going to get anybody over the hump. So I'm going to hold on to it in case the clerics really drop down. Not 100% guaranteed we need to keep them happy or not. And let's just find anybody idle who needs a heal. Grab a heal here, a heal here. Move this arrow in and heal here. We have a whole bunch of extra training. I'm actually going to grab 2 additional training to spend some on maybe upgrading some of these units. We'll grab combat 2. That looks good. And we'll grab tough here. Keep these units nice and strong. And I'm going to buy 1 more order just to pop another shot off on this cataphract. If we can clinch a kill, not necessarily a bad thing. Economy's looking strong. I'm not sure I would say so strong, but strong enough. I think it's time to start building more Shotelai. We certainly have enough horses, or at least it feels like we have enough. I'll grab a 2-turn 1 out here. We'll grab a 2-turn 1 here. Oh, that's 3k. Never mind. Not going to get longbowmen. We still have archers to upgrade. So I'm going to go ahead and grab raw resources. Let's go ahead and grab council here. And in Holy Horse, it looks like they can actually fairly quickly turn out conscripts every 2 turns. That seems like a worthwhile endeavor. Seems like we have a plethora of ways to rush them out if we need to. Something to consider. Oh, right. We can spend our excess training on rushing out units. I mean, not that we need to. Our production is phenomenal. It's our economy that can't keep up. It's a great reason why we need to take this city. All of these mines that we can be able to get up. That would go a long, long way to increasing our military output. Nice little building year for us. The horde is almost ready to move out. Front line is still standing. Able to hold them off in Cyramp. Full retreat out of the Persians. No contestment out of the Egyptians. Oh my god, it's like they're scared of the new king. If only Greece got the damn memo. Alright, well hopefully in the next year they figure it out. Let's see. Still no reprisals out of the Egyptians. Wow, they're just giving us that city. Full retreat out of the Persians? Guys, did I say something? I didn't mean to offend. Good thing we got that moat in Northport. My god. Okay. Old enough to be tutored by courtiers. The princess is severely ill. That's the princess. Oh, that's too bad. Okay. Yes! Oh, God. Everything's going our way. Oh, my lord. All right, yes. We will take the truce. Get out of my borders. Spam repair projects. My lord. Okay. All right. Things are going our way, guys. Things are going our way. Well, I mean, if they're going to give me a present, I'm going to take a present. That's mine now. Oh, God. You got to love the Zealots. At a 400 expenditure, which means every 2 turns, we are able to steal a unit from the enemy. So that is 1 less on their board, 1 more on our board. And with the new buff to the Zealot, it comes back at full health. At full health. Now, granted, it's a little wasteful to use it here. But again, our big guy, he is super tanky. He'll certainly be able to survive 1 more turn. But more importantly, they'll probably end up attacking the turncoat. Now, you should be saving your civics to be taking on high veteran units. Or like units that are like very good for your particular wartime situation. Like, for instance, right now we're trying to crack cities. So stealing this mangonel at full health would be very, very good. Alternatively, I don't think they have any good examples of veteran units. I think we've killed all their veteran units. But, oh yeah, okay, so right here. If we were to steal this guy, he would come to our side at combat 3 with Fierce. So he would be a phenomenal target to be able to focus on with our Zealot King. So we'll keep an eye out for that. but there might not be too many more opportunities. If they keep bringing troops to us here in front lines, I'll keep taking them off them. We appreciate the donations here in the nation of Aksum. All right, Persia's still similar. Egypt's still weaker. That is very good news. All right. Well, we have the Queen's unit. Combat 3, Bloodthirsty, Steadfast, and Fierce. Someone needs to be on it. And I think you're up. I think you're up, General. Let's go ahead and move you down to the front line. Add a general. Add her. You're not the queen. You'll never be the queen. But you'll do for now. Do the easy stuff first. We are still holding the lines and front lines, so we're going to grab heals on everybody that we can. 6 turns until we have our own set of ballistics. Got enough. We can get a upgrade on this veteran bow. Turn it into a nice long bow. And it looks like these onagers were enough to scare people out of the city, so good to know. That's all it takes. Everyone can come back to proper positions and heal up. Before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's go ahead and take a look at events. Air education. I'm impulsive, so where am I putting her? Politics? Sure. Politics, you can still come out a hero, so we'll hold her, we'll, cross our fingers for that. Not bad. Alright, Cyramp, or 2 rebels in Cyramp. We can deal with the discontent. Yeah. The greater good. Princess Setisi and Duke Izor have never been able to stand each other, but tensions have at last escalated to the point of ultimatums. Izor has told you personally that should Tetsi take the throne, it would be a moral obligation to thwart such a debased rule. Interesting. She's not even next in line. Oh, they want this little girl to take the throne. Interesting. Okay, either he starts plotting against my spy master. That's not going to go well for you, dude. She's smarter than you are. Or we get the free law dynastic. Oldest direct line from the founder inherits as opposed to the oldest next in line. I mean, if my niece came to power, it wouldn't be the worst. Schemers aren't bad. Yeah, you can go ahead and plot against her, man. I'm not sure you're capable enough to pull that off, so good luck to you. All right, all families are friendly. Enact all laws. Interesting. Control 6 legendary cities. Interesting. Control 4 holy cities. Interesting. Where are the holy cities? Well, it looks like paganism doesn't count. So it would have to be all 4 of these, and only one of them is anywhere close to us. These ambitions are not good for me. Yeah, pass on all of them. Yep, pass on all. I mean, this is like relatively not bad. We are only missing 3 laws. But where are those laws? 1, 2, 3. I mean, I guess. I'm not excited about it. But I haven't gotten or at least I can't remember if I have. I've been playing this one particular game for a while. Gotten a single war ambition this whole damn time. I'm going to hold out. I'm going to hold out for a war ambition. Yeah, pass on that. Heal. Move you forward. Come here. Fortify. Dig in. Come here. Fortify. Better protect the Onager line. Dig in. Again, we're just trying to hold this city with our Shotelai. And it's going pretty good for us. Gonna go ahead and grab another Shotelai out of here, actually. Okay. Whoever's fresh, come out to the front lines. It's time we start looking at taking on to the next leg of this journey. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have a second melee. We might need to enable a route. The rest of you, grab one more round of healing. Yeah, I mean, we still just carve a swath down this middle. We come around here. We take Khanum. We take Jardu. This is going to be the hardest one to dig out because this is not where horses are typically good in. And then we try to battle in all these little tufts. And if we can make it into the heartland, it's game over. So let's go ahead and just grab Shrike. It's all about just taking out as many units as we can. Egypt is still weaker, but you have to imagine they're at least trying to boost their strength. Just moving our units a little bit further in. creating new battle lines. That's 1, 2. Yeah, that line should be able to reach its way in. Looks good. Yeah, we'll be able to surround the city and probably take it very next turn. More reinforcements coming. Move this onager to join front lines. Move this bow to join front lines. Grab a heal on this arrow. It deserves it. Last man standing. 3 orders left. Might as well get a little bit of extra science. We can go ahead and steal some research. Who's going to give us the most? Looks like the biggest brains are actually the 2 guys we're up against. So let's go ahead and steal from Persia. We don't plan on taking any of their cities anytime soon, but as we conquer Egypt, their science gains will drop and drop. And let's see if maybe we can hunt down this guy up here. Can we reach him right now if we buy orders for it? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. He's not harming anybody, but it's just on site with Persians these days. Yeah, plus 10 legitimacy. That's an extra order next turn. And you're there. Oh, Egypt, what do you got? Swords and a hero. Oh, your hero's still kicking. Oh, look at that battle line. Wow. All right, they're coming for the turncoat. Looks like they were just kind of, summoning their forces? Is the AI smart enough to do a planned timed attack? Thankfully, all they're bringing out is pikemen. Our brother is dead. King Saizana has led to an event in his influence mission. Companionship. All right, in your efforts to woo the oligarch, you've never seen a man so stout and ready at all times, calming the space around them, no matter how dire. That's admirable. You can't help but feel that there might be something to this lifestyle, a a solemnity, and willingness to see anything through to the end. Adopting this way of life would give certain benefits, such as understanding more of what the oligarch would like and how to put him into your debt. So he's steadfast. I can grab +2 by keeping to myself, or +1 and influence him. Yeah, influencing them will put them up over 200, so keeping the family friendly sounds like the best play. Okay, looks like they're finally learning. We do have some vision on some pikemen, which is too bad. That's not what you want to see. But luckily, they have provided us with a wonderful little opportunity to destroy them right here. So, let's go ahead and oblige. Oh, God. What have you done? That's 1. This little piggy went to the market. And this little piggy cried wah, wah, wah all the way home. Not quite enough for a kill. We will come here, somewhere safe for us to take a pop shot. We're not going to be losing any of our nice bows. We're going to try to not lose any units at all. But with these pikes now in the question, that is a whole nother matter. They don't have any tactician strapped to them, but quite frankly, we just shouldn't let them have the opportunity to even hurt us. So let's go ahead. Ooh. Yeah, they're really good against us. Okay. But we can easily clinch the kill here. That's 3 damage. Another 3. And the finish. Alright, I want to move my Shotelai. But they kind of have the perfect combo here between swordsmen and pikemen. There is a weak unit here. We can't ignore the opportunity. Yep. Take the king off the board. Even if they take out this unit, that's just worth it. These pikemen are going to be an issue, but we knew that. We actually might want to try to keep this mangonel alive because it has a tactician strapped to it. We don't want them putting that on a pikeman. I'm not sure the AI is smart enough to do that, but it should. All right, always start attacks from the back line. People that can reach it for free. Oh, not unlimbered. We'll unlimber you. And we can clinch a kill here. Bring you back. Heal, heal, heal. Heal. And let you come in. Like Sophia. As the Assyrian war looms large, I forgot we were at war with Assyria. There's a growing faction amongst the Aksumite nobility insisting that to defeat such a foe, luxury must be abandoned. Ah, the Cato mission. Many, such as Cato the judge, argue that the proposed law limiting the wealth that women could own and display would not offer economic benefits, but the moral bedrock of a modest and harmonious society. I don't disagree, Cato. And I want my civics. And I'm not that high in wisdom, so yes, austerity it is. Zealous ambition. A zealous ambition. There are no half measures when it comes to your commitment. Every cause undertaken must be pursued with the most ardent passion, but recently nothing has ignited your zeal, and instead there is only a listless sense of waiting. Yes, waiting on a war ambition. What that is until a parade and a duelist passes by the palace, and people are celebrating the new year and seeing their passion for the times ahead ignites a familiar drive from deep within. They are right. This nation is amazing, and there is so much to be done. Okay. Oh, yeah, great. This, we get 200 civics, and then we finish the ambition in 2 years when we finish ballistics. Phenomenal. Or build an amphitheater, heated baths, and a fair. No. And I don't want to be slothful, so yes. Yeah, absolutely. Finish that in 5 turns. Great. Give your newest city to a family. What is the overall production of this city? It's not a great war city. It's got some decent science. Let's go ahead and give it to the patrons. Make them a little happier with us. We're having a hard time dealing with all of these swordsmen and pikemen everywhere, so I think it's about time that we start picking a new unit to start training towards. Mangonels are going to help us break cities, but these guys counter our swordsmen, counter our Shotelai, and the pikemen counter our cataphracts. So we're going to persecute the pikemen as hard as we can, but that still leaves the swordsmen. Luckily, Persia doesn't seem to have gotten there. They're bringing cataphracts to the fight now too, but that's fine. I think a ballista might actually serve my purposes pretty well down in the Egyptian war effort if we can wheel it out there fast enough. So I'm going to grab at least one. Help us shoot through some of these infantry. Yeah, that sounds good. And here, just repair the projects. And in Holy Horse, let's go ahead and grab yet another conscript. Let's go ahead and make sure that we have access to some reinforcements come next turn. Even if it is up against pikemen, we outnumber them for the time being. So I think it's in our best interest to keep pushing that numbers advantage. Go ahead and end the year there. Oh god, yep. Well, good. Keeps at least those 2 pikemen busy. Another 2 pikemen. Yikes. Certainly not what we want to see. Yep, and there's yet another pikeman. Brutal. Alright, well, they're definitely striking back with a vengeance now. Luckily, the Persians aren't bringing enough numbers to actually crack us in these cities. Double queens are dead. Sounds good to me. That is 1 hero that was a serious thorn in our side, and a pretty smart scholar. So that's going to go ahead and leave us with a schemer, who's smart, but a lot less dangerous than the hero, and a builder who we could not care less about. A call for peace. Well, I hate to admit it, but I think Egypt's got us beat here. That's just too many pikemen. And that's 5 pikemen. It's going to take us so long to chew through them with our units that I think it's probably best that we secure peace. But I think before we do that, we might be fortunate enough to be able to take 1 more city. So I say we try to take 1 more city. and then bounce. Attack here. Attack here. Attack here. That breaks the walls. 7 damage here. Attack here. And finally take this city. Phenomenal. We're not inquisitive, but we will certainly take the whole bunch of science. And can we break this city? Maybe. I mean, we're going to try. If we can steal 2 cities and then piece them out, I mean, that's just ideal. I mean, it's a little bit, you know, gimmicky. I doubt they would accept these peace terms if they knew what we had in mind, but I mean, we certainly can't argue with those results. So we nab those 2 cities, and then we take peace. Phenomenal. All right, king, the new king, a new power rises. I'll take the XP. Mediator. 8 gold versus 220 civics. Easy question. Yep, definitely grab that. And good, a marriage offer. I can grab a judge or a scholar. Neither of them come with a dowry, but this one gives me 2 more civics a turn, so we'll grab that. Looks good. But that's great. That's fantastic. Oh, man. Couldn't have asked for more. All right, we'll pick up 3 cities, take 3 off of Egypt, get a peace out. That's going to buy us how many turns? So we're not going to be able to declare war on them for another 5 turns. That's phenomenal. That gives us 5 turns to reinforce, reroute these troops out east against Persia. And see, again, if we can take off these 3 cities and then reinforce this choke point after peace. And then once we've done that, we can bring our cavalry back and try to take these guys on yet again. And hopefully next time return with both mangonels and maybe even crossbows. Definitely something to consider.
Well, holy crap, couldn't ask for more. Went from world at war to piecing out, trucing out 2 sides, taking down 2 massive threats against us. Now, granted, the Greeks are still here. The Egypts aren't going anywhere. And 5 turns is going to fly on by. So we really need to make while the sun is shining. We have 3 turns until ballistics. So I say we get all of our onagers healed up, upgraded out, reinforce our front line with additional shotelai to be able to go toe-to-toe against all the pikemen, and then tech into crossbowmen to be able to take down those pikemen even better. But I think that's where we're going to leave it off for this episode, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the melee, but the melee has broken down. We've officially gotten to the point where we are hyper-focused on Persia and at least taking them out towards this mountain range. If we can crack them, then maybe we just take everything. But that is to be left for next episode. In the meantime, guys, happy conquering. See you in the next one.